Let's get learning with Santino.
Hi everyone, I'm Santino, and today we are learning about number lines. We'll talk about what is a number line and how can number lines help us with our counting. So, let's get learning! To begin, let's start at 0 and count all the way to 10. Are you ready? Count with me. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Well, have a look at my board. I have the numbers from 0 to 10 over here. Do you notice that they're written in order with the smallest number on this side moving all the way to the biggest number on this side? And each number gets bigger by 1. Have a look. We start with 0, which represents no objects. Then we have 1, which we could represent with one object like that. Followed by 2. There are the 2 objects. Then we have 3, which has, you guessed it, 3 objects. 1, 2, 3. Then we have the number 4 with our 4 objects here. And then next is number 5. There we go. Let's keep going. Are you noticing something? Have a look next. We've got 6 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Followed by the number 7, which represents 7 objects. There we go. Followed by number 8. We have our 8 objects there. Then we have 9 over here. And then last, but certainly not least, the number 10. I'll place this one here. Do you notice a pattern forming here? As the numbers move this way, the steps are getting bigger by 1 more each time. Now we could keep going, showing bigger and bigger numbers, and the steps would get bigger and bigger too. But I definitely need a bigger board for that. So when we move this way to the right, the numbers get bigger or greater. And when we move this way to the left, the numbers get smaller or less. Here's the number. What number? 8. If I move this way, I can see 1 less than 8, which is 7. If I move this way, I can see 1 greater than 8, which is 9. We could write these numbers on a number line. Here's a number line here. A number line is a maths tool that helps us to see which numbers are bigger and which numbers are smaller. It has one long line across and then lots of little lines, one to mark out each number, and those numbers are all written underneath. Do you notice how the number line starts with the smaller number on this side, and then the numbers get bigger and bigger as we go across until we get to the number 10. Now, is the number 10 the biggest number that you know? Of course not. There are much bigger numbers. And so the number line could keep on going on and on and on with bigger and bigger numbers. But today, we will focus on the numbers from 0 to 10. And besides, where would I fit the rest? So now we know what a number line looks like and how the numbers are written in order, showing 1 more each time we move this way. Here's an activity you might like to do yourself. You'll just need some number cards to 10, like these ones, and then any objects that you could use as counters. Today, look what I'm using. These shiny green stones. First, let's make a number line from 0 to 10 by placing these number cards in order from the smallest number to the biggest number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And there it is. I've made my very own number line from 0 to 10. So now I'd like to show each of these numbers using my shiny stones. Let's start here at 0. How many does 0 represent? No stones, so I will leave this empty. Let's move along to number 1. I'll just need to place one stone above number 1. Next, we have number 2. I'll need to place 2 stones above 2. Watch as I carefully place one right next to the first stone and then one more above it. So now we have 1, 2. What's the next number? It's number 3. Watch as I place carefully the first stone in line, the second stone in line, and then number 3 goes above. 1, 2, 3. Now we know what number comes next. It's the number 4. Again, I'm going to start with number 1, 2, see how it's in line, 3, and 4 goes above. I'm being very careful to keep the stones in line. This is how we can create the steps moving up. And now we just continue adding our stones or blocks above each number to represent each one. Can you see how I'm being very careful to keep all the stones in line? Do you notice what's happening with our pattern? I'll just keep placing my stones like this until we finally get to the number 10. Ready to count the final line with me? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Look at this growing pattern I've made. And it could keep growing and growing if the number line kept going and going. Well, now we know what a number line is and how the numbers get bigger as we move along the number line. Well, now it's your turn to grab some number cards and some counters and create your own number line and growing pattern. If you'd like, you could even continue your growing pattern by making a longer number line all the way to 20. Enjoy creating and making your number lines, everyone. Happy learning and see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe. There's lots more to see. Come back again soon for more learning with me.